Yo, what's up guys? We're back with League Racing. Today we're at Zandvoort for Console Tier 3 WOR. As you can see the standing, we're at 10th. Not great, it's not a great season, but starting out this season, I knew that this just me fighting for points was kind of gonna be it. But we're at Zandvoort, a really good track of mine. So hopefully this time we can do something better. As you can see by the title, there's gonna be some questionable racing standards you also saw in the intro. So yeah, the race is gonna be eventful. But first we have qualifying and we have to try our best. And let's see what we can do. My PB, I have done multiple 7.8s. Which I think is quite good around here. So we're gonna go on board for my first quali lap. Of course it's a short quali and a 50% race. So let's see what I can do in this first qualifying session. To be honest, I was confident and I did a lot of practice also for a qualifying event for my team. But when this qualifying started, I was just a little bit tense. I just didn't feel so comfortable. So let's see what we can do. We did a 0.7 first sector, then throwing it in the second sector here, going to medium. It's a little bit, it's not that smooth as I'm saying, tense. So I'm just trying to get a lap in, just get that first lap on the board, ease some of that pressure that I put on myself for no reason, to be honest. Yeah, let's see what we can do. It's honestly, for a banker, for me, wasn't that bad. I just got through the lap. It's just not a good lap. It's not gonna be worth anything at the end of the qualifying. But we crossed the line. It's an 8.4. It puts us third. So to be honest, looking at the rest of the times, gave me some confidence. As you can see, in fourth with the first lap, which was a very bad lap for me. So we're gonna go on board for my second run. And now trying to improve, of course. A lot of time in the lap here. You can see braking before the 50, throwing it in. Really want to get on the power as soon as you can. Can gain a lot of time there as we gain 300s there. Throwing it in, getting down to 5th, and then hitting the apex nicely, getting on the power nicely as well. And it was actually quite nice turn one, sector 1. My sector 1 was definitely not the best anyway, always. So for me a 0.5 is good. I'd rather do a low 0.5, but a high 0.5 is also fine. Now here, try to keep it a little bit smooth. We missed the apex there. This definitely lost us half a tenth. And then not really confident throwing it in that first right-hander. There's a lot of time there if you nail it, but wasn't great. We do get the left-hander pretty nice and tight. So we are 2 tenths up now, throwing it in the last sector, hopping the curb. It's not on the edge. It's not on the edge, but it is fine. And we're 3 tenths up. And in the last corner, unfortunately, there's also so much time in the last corner. Yeah, not really great through the last corner. But we're going to cross the line. And we're going to do a 8.1. And for a second lap, at least more pressure is off now. Because, yeah, it was just a decent second lap. It's at least it's not going to get me last on the grid starting out. But I knew there was so much time in the first sector. I tried to get on the power straight away. This is my third run then, of course. And as you can see, that first sector is just awful. And we're 2 tenths down. But in the past, I've done a 7.9 with a 0.7 first sector. So we have got the rest of the lap to nail perfect. It's a high 7. It's really, really bad first sector. So yeah, we're gonna do something really special. Now in this right-hander, we do get it much better. We gain a lot of time. We're only at half tenth down now in this left-hander, unfortunately. We go a bit deep. And that's pretty much all the time lost again. So we're 2 tenths down. And now in this last sector, we're gonna have to do something incredible. But you're gonna see here, it's not gonna be incredible. I kind of got on the power too soon, and here's also the last corner. It's just not great. We're gonna get on the curb, gonna lose a little bit of front wing there, but we end up in 6th positions. Not too bad. At least we can fight for some good positions. As you can see by the standings, my highest finishing position in this tier is 6th. So I was hoping for just a clean race, but as you already saw in the intro and in the title, it's gonna be far from a clean race. So we're gonna get into the race. It's, as you could see, it was gonna be a dry race. But yeah, going into the race, you have 2 strategies. You can do a 2-stop and a 1-stop. in terms of time, they're close to each other, but you can do a one-stop. You have to save a lot of tires, especially in the right-handers. And I was planning to do a one-stop because I could make it. And because of the track position, I think that would be a better option. But we're off the line. And we have not a perfect start at all. The Williams is tight and I throw the car in and lose the car a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit argy-bargy with the Williams there, who demands his position, rightfully so. So we try to take it outside on this banked corner where there's a lot of grip. As you can see, the exit is great, but we have nowhere to go. So we're going to place our car right behind the Haas. Let's see what we can do. I see this opportunity here. If we can just follow the Haas here, we're going to take a tight line. And unfortunately, there's instant number one. Let me start by saying I want to hear what you guys think of this incident. I definitely knew that I should have placed my car a little bit more to the left, going into the corner here, but I kept it as tight as I could. And I do feel like I didn't get left enough space, especially at the time. He probably didn't do it on purpose, but he could have left me more space. That's really how I feel. I am, of course, the most biased person in this situation. So let me know in the comments what you think about this incident. Was it my own fault? Should I have not gone for that move? I don't know. I think I should have, just because it's so hard to overtake here. I was just opportunistic. So yeah, staying out on the mediums, trying to extend this stint for as long as you can, and we're gonna hope for a safety car, of course. But as you can see at lap 9, people are starting to pit. And who comes out right behind me? It is the same guy. And me being as childish as I am, I'm gonna defend all tires. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Maybe it's not that nice. It's not nice race etiquette. I know that it's childish, but yeah, I felt like he didn't leave me enough space. This was just very coincidental. He comes out right behind me, so we're just gonna be defensive. I'm just gonna be fair, but I'm still gonna not make it easy for him to pass me. Also, what if a safety car came out right at this moment? Then we had the extra precision. So it's nice racing here, but we're not on fresher tires. He tries to make it around the outside, and he actually makes it nicely. So I back out of it here, and then I try to cut back, and I'm not gonna make it hard for the rest. But but the Williams, yeah. Again, the issue. I'm gonna show some nice little replays there. I get what he's trying to do. The gap opened up for him and he puts his car there. I do feel like me being biased. Let me know, isn't it too, what you guys think? The gap opens up. He tries to go for the gap. I'm on older tires. I get what he's trying to do. I still think he shouldn't have put his nose there, but I get it. And I don't blame him really for it. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. He ended his race after that. So yeah, I didn't really want him to get mixed up in this, in me being childish. So yeah, that's maybe, I don't know. I still don't think that's my fault, but yeah, I didn't really see him there. And then in lap 14, the safety car comes out. So let's go. We are back in the race now, finally. And it is, normally if you do one stop, you can make it to around lap 13, 14. We just pitted to the hards. I was like, should I stay out? I thought, no, there's no reason. I almost got a 10-second penalty there. We're gonna go on to fresh hards just for that little extra lap advantage, because every advantage matters, and I'm last anyway. So in 15th, Jaden gives me a little kiss on the cheek there, which is totally fine because I didn't get a penalty. And we are right behind a ghost car, which is probably AI. And you can see the AI. Stupid AI just gets a shit start. I was just making sure that I didn't pass him before crossing the finish line. But we're finally back in this race. P14, the car ahead has a 10-second penalty. And some people have not pitted. Some people have pitted, some people have stayed out. I was planning to do a one-stop and just stick it to the end on these tires because I could make it. And it's definitely, I feel like definitely the better strat. But some people were on old tires. I don't know really what they were doing. Maybe some people didn't pick the harder compounds. But we're gonna try and make our way through. You can see Robin there. I don't know, was mowing some grass. But here you can see the Red Bull. I think he was on older tires, or we just have way better grip. And we get past the Red Bull. That's 1 position gained. And in lap 13, you can see the cars ahead going side to side. And luckily for me, we get past as well. And so we're up to 12th position. Now behind Robin, of course. And behind Indian. And that's the Aston Martin from lap 1, of course. So here you can see that McLaren is going to make it hard. I was thinking he's going to send it, so we're going to brake late and stick the car to the outside. And we are able to hold him off here as we take these corners a little bit. Still getting used to the dirty air, of course. But yeah, we're behind both Aston Martins. And we're going to try and settle a little bit into the race. Also something I forgot to change, my tire pressures in the start of the race. And because the wear is so important, it's not great for me as well. So yeah, I was kind of struggling also with the dirty air. Not used to the dirty air. We get some grass, we're mowing some lawn as well. But still in P12, we're not done yet. And something is going to happen right now. Let's take a look what happens in front of us. You can see 2 cars fighting there, going side to side, and it gets a little bit close up front. And I don't know exactly what happens here, but it's the same guy from lap 1. And we get hit by the side. And that's 2 positions lost again. So yeah. Fighting, you know, I felt nice, I felt quick as well. And really unlucky. I don't know. That's of course not on purpose. That was also unlucky for him. And I don't know what happened, if he got tapped or it was just a curb. But VSC gets deployed. And we're back in 13th, unfortunately. And we're gonna skip on to the end of that. And yeah, we're still gonna try and do the best we can. The race is not over. You know, we're not getting back down. As we hit the curb there the wrong way. So yeah. I tried to show quite a little bit more racing as well. Quite a little bit more laps in this one. So really let me know in the comments what you think of this type of league racing. I'm still trying to find my way in making the league racing content, as I feel like not as much people see it. You can see again a big snap of oversteer there. Which I'm gonna blame on the pressures that I didn't change, because my pressures are way closer to each other in the quali, because then I had more grip and rotation. But in the race, it's yeah, that's kind of have the opposite effect. A little bit too much front end in the race. But let me know in the comments what you think of this style, and if you enjoy the league racing content, please go ahead and like, because yeah, the league racing videos just doesn't get sent to as much people. So I can blame YouTube, but it's probably the content. So I'm trying different stuff. But we're at lap 22. We're still behind Gulidis. And we're gonna try and make the move, because I did feel faster, but you can just tell it's really hard to get close with the dirty air, especially on this track. It's just really hard to pass. But you can see that the gap is forming right in front of this Red Bull. So I still think he was on all tires or something. And yeah, so knowing that the gap is increasing, there's gonna be a gap for me. As you can see here, we're gonna get very close. Can we do anything? We're really close, but just not really close enough to really do something here. We're not gonna have another lap 1 incident. I'm just gonna put some pressure on him, but you can see he's almost out of the DRS, and without the DRS on his side, then maybe we can do something more. But you can see him here as well. We're gonna try and stay close here, putting the pressure on, and he makes a little mistake, and that's perfect for us. And so we get past, and we're back in 12th position again. So the race is not over. We still have 13 laps to go, and some people are gonna pit. And I didn't know that at the time. I thought everyone pitted. I didn't know the situation in front of me. But you're gonna see here, some people are gonna pit. There's actually 3 people already who are gonna pit, which is also Botti, as you can see on the top left hand side. And he's gonna make it a little bit tense later in the race. So keep that in mind. He now pitted, and we still have 11 laps to go. As you can see on the top left side, it's 12.5 seconds. But now we have moved up to 8th position. We're gonna end on these tires if we can make it. But I was hoping to make it, but I was not calculating, and I was not saving as much as you need to save if you want to do a one-stop. So we're in P8, another one pits, and we're in P7 now. And actually, 1, 2, 3 cars up the road. P4 is right. We're fighting for P4 here. So that was kind of motivating, because after everything that happened, we're fighting for P4. And we're gonna do everything we can to get that P4. Now on to lap 29, I was just behind him, and there was not really a lot of mistakes from this from my teammate here, as we're gonna pass a lapped car. And so yeah, I couldn't really do much. The only thing was I kept saving some battery, as you could see here, saving some battery and then trying to put some pressure on. But the mistakes from him weren't big enough for me to actually get close enough, because I was also, when I got close, I was just, you can see just the dirty air. Just really hard to stay so close, and yeah, I just struggled with actually getting closer and putting pressure on. As you can see, we still have a full battery near the last corner. That's just 4 tenths gone, and we're not going to be close enough to try and make a move. So we're going to move over to lap 34, the last couple of laps. As you could see, the train is very close to each other, and we have a lot of positions we can still gain. But you could see now in the top left, Botti, the one that is on fresher tires, is only below 3 seconds behind us. So we want to get at least one car on the same strategy closer. So we're going to burn a lot of battery, trying to make a move here, getting close, a little bit too close there. Luckily no damage. And you can see in the bottom right, also my tires are starting to fall off. They're getting close to that 80%. Maybe we can do something here. Yeah, it's not really close enough, as we get another big snap of oversteer there. It's not helping our tires, that's for sure. You can see 76% on the front left, especially these two right-handers. That's where you want to save the tires and just lift. But almost to 80%. We're not going to keep it below 80% to the finish line. So we'll also have that in the back of our mind. But with a couple of guys in front of us also on tire differences and also on different pace. So maybe still something can happen in front of us. But you can see Botti is now right behind me, as Melvin, the championship leader, spins out there. I don't know really what happened, if he got a puncture or whatever. But Botti is right behind us as well, and I want to get as close to the Ferrari, my teammate in front of us, as we try to get here. You can see how much dirty air. I just couldn't make that corner. Now Botti is on our inside. I couldn't go to the inside anymore. I'm gonna try and brake as late as possible here, but I braked way too late. And I brake way too late. I'm gonna lose another position. I don't think we could have defended Botti on his fresher tires, but we're gonna also lose the position to Just Batan in the Haas. So yeah, I was actually happy that I was still on the road now. But you can see they were in front fighting, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be the last lap. Something is gonna happen. I was just manifesting that something was gonna happen, and something is gonna happen, but it's not gonna be a lot. But you can see just over 81% now. We're now in puncture territory as well. And here you can see someone spun in, I don't know where he spun, but someone spun in front. So we're up to P7 in the last lap. Kind of a bummer from my mistake. I didn't make many mistakes in this race. Apart from, well, the incidents, if you would call them my mistakes. Of course, in the comments, please let me know incident 1 and 2. Should I have done something different? In 2, I definitely could have seen it. Maybe I shouldn't go for the move. It's easy to say in hindsight, but we finish in P7. Someone is going to get that 10-second remove. So we finish in P7 after everything that happened. It's quite a decent comeback, but Robin wins the race. GG to him. Actually, the guy that loses penalty is going to win the race. So that's the McLaren. But yeah, there could have been so much more in it. Robin was right ahead of us. Yeah, so I was kind of good at, but also quite a funny eventful race. So let me know in the comments what you think of the incidents. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.